Hi, Mark. I love you, bro. How far am I? I think this is 2025 to 26 season, or 2026 to 27 season. Yeah, no, I'm really far into it. Um, does it take that long to rebuild Detroit? I mean, it's Detroit though. So it took massive deals, some big trades, also key. Um, Drafting Lafreniere was key as well, and then growing him, like trying to be smart with his growth. All that kind of contributed to it. Like, um, yeah. So Lafreniere was honestly, yes, he did have a rough first year. He did not win the Calder, but he also played. I think, yeah, he only played 13 and a half minutes. I think he was third or fourth line, third line left wing. Oh, Nikita Habibulin. I don't know where he came from. He was a free agent, and he didn't ask for a whole lot of money. So I signed him. He's 23 with really good potential. You're gonna fall asleep to the sweet sounds of my voice? So he started in Ottawa. So he started in one dump and then decided to come to another one. Oh, hockey. I guess that makes sense. And then there's ABB. I would play him on the second line, but then we got this guy right here. He's my 5th overall pick in 2022. I want to make sure he grows. Duclair, he's been a consistent 20 goal scorer. Just about every single year that I've had him except for his first year. And then like a whatever fourth line. These are just guys that I picked up in free agency for like cheap or relatively cheap. But like for Mantha, I was thinking about trading him or possibly Zadina. Maybe not Zadina, but Mantha. ABB is better, but since I've gotten him, I mean he's been getting better. I don't really know. Yeah, I know. The 20 soundtrack's really, really bad. So I keep the music off. Um, but again, like Savoie has been like over 40 points the last couple of seasons since I've had him, and then Barry is just the GOAT. It doesn't matter what role he plays in. 65 and 64 points the last 2 years, and he's on track to probably hit over 55. Does who have a 120 point season? In the WHL, in the when he was playing in the juniors, he had 120 points. Yeah, 52 goals. That was the year that I drafted him. And then Detroit hasn't done anything in the playoffs because it's Detroit. It did say Winnipeg. It was the Winnipeg Ice though. And then my defense, I signed Hanifin in free agency. Kind of expensive. I wasn't too happy with it, but I really needed a defenseman. That was kind of like my biggest need in free agency this season. That was probably why, like the biggest reason why I wasn't winning games. So I went out and I signed Hanifin. I wanted to trade for someone, but I didn't want to move too many people, and so I was kind of stuck. So I settled on Hanifin. He's young, so it's not like he's going to decline, and I only signed him for 4 years. So even at the end of his contract, he'll still be a good player. So I figured it'd be worth it for a while, but I might have to move him if it comes down to it. Um, Lindell I've had for a while, and for whatever reason, Lindell is so good in this sim. So I want to hold on to him as well, but we'll see. And then Burrows, I drafted him, another top 5 draft pick. He's been good, hasn't been great. There is a salary cap, yeah. It's not like I just have a bunch of these guys for nothing. Um, so the salary cap is at 96 million. I've spent a little over 91. Um, Another guy that I might like, I might trade Lindell because he is 30. Usually my My technique is I trade whoever's on an expiring contract that has a lot of value that I don't want to re-sign or is replaceable, and then I move them and I get like a really, really good draft pick, and then throw them in onto my lineup if they're when they're NHL ready. That's how I got Lafreniere. I didn't win the draft lottery because somehow Detroit had 40 wins in it in my first season, so I ended up I think I finished with the 8th overall pick. I traded the 8th overall pick. I think Tyler Bertucci and someone else. I forget off the top. I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, that's been my technique. 3 $10 million deals. Listen, they're all over 90. Hanifin I didn't really want to pay, but it just happened. It was my biggest need. And then Lafreniere and Larkin have both earned it. Although the length on Lafreniere's article isn't exactly ideal because he is 28. And I think it takes him until he's like 34. So that's the only concern I have. But he's 92, so it probably shouldn't hurt me too bad. And then goalies, I have Georgiev and Primo. Which Primo was a free agent and he didn't ask for too much. And then Georgiev was another free agent that I signed. He wasn't too expensive and he grew after the first year with me. So yeah, he had a really good first season. Well, thanks, Mark. As long as I have your seal of approval of being good enough. Anyways, so yeah, Georgie has been huge for me because I didn't have any goalie for the first like 2 or 3 years. And he just happened to be a free agent one year and I scooped him up. He was 84 or 85 overall and he grew pretty rapidly from year to year. So I thought that was cool. And he's been probably the biggest reason I've been going to the playoffs the last couple of years. Outside of Lafreniere and Larkin, obviously. I think I already simmed past the I did. I simmed past the deadline already. So we're just gonna I like going month to month and then seeing what the stats are and then changing like the lines necessarily. I don't know what I just said if that was even English. Oh yeah, scouting is my How bad is Tampa? I think Tampa won back-to-back Stanley Cups the first 2 years. And I'm not sure where they are now, but I feel like I've always seen them at the top or in the finals. Yeah, this is my technique. I go through the very first time like the scouting rankings pop up. I scout the top 25, then I scout top 50 the second time around. You're winning in the season sim as it is. And you have Connor McDavid, so I don't understand why you're getting all pissy. You know, drafting definitely is broken. But it's so easy to like take advantage of it because they put in so many like late round steals that even if they don't pan out, you can always deal them and they'll still have a lot of value. You haven't won a cup in a season sim, you're right, but you're doing fine now and you have Connor McDavid. So, you have a pretty good chance of being the best team. That's a big if though, because he went from a 955 and I think now he's like a 930. So his save percentage is going down. It's starting to settle, and Vasilevsky's gone up each time. So maybe Vasi can meet in the middle with Markstrom at some point. At least that's what it's looking like it's gonna what's gonna happen. But we'll see. Like this guy right here, Quincy. He'll be a second round steal. Yeah, 930 is great, but Vasilevsky is at 913 and he's going up. And adding McDavid should help Vasilevsky overall because you'll just be in the offensive zone the whole game. And a lot of Markstrom's stats come from like his 6 shutouts or whatever it is. I think he has 6 shutouts. I just want to get the top 100 and then I'll start simming. You're welcome. Franchise mode is the best mode on EA, and I feel like some of the things that they've come out with have made it better, but it's still wicked broken. Because you can take advantage of this easily once you find some patterns and stuff. Like there's so many franchise or elite potential goalies that you can get in late rounds, and then you can just flip them for really good players in the future. So it's not even fair if you know what you're doing and you played enough where you notice those patterns. And plus, when you're as dedicated as me when it comes to scouting, you'll find a lot of late round steals, and then you can just load up your team. Yeah, the prospects are definitely broken. Um, it's somewhat realistic in a sense, but the entire first round is pretty much guaranteed. Oh, and the coaching staff. So there's an easy way to break that system too. So what I do is I find like really good coaches. Like this guy was my first coach, and then I demoted him. Hired this guy, and then after a couple years demoted him, and then added this guy. Now I have head coach, three head coaches all in like one coaching staff. So I just have a loaded coaching staff. It's not even fair. I know, it's shocking. EA made something broken. I would have never guessed. And if you sign coaches in free agency, like I'm way over budget, but if you go to hire like this guy right here, Gomez, it says I have $0 remaining, but I can sign him. And I can go over budget every single year because it was an outside hire. But in the off season, if I have to re-sign one of these guys, I can't do it because I don't have the money. So I have to release them and then re-sign them when they're on the open market. But once they're on the open market, you can sign them regardless of if you have the money to do it. So it's easy to like work your way around it. No, they can't get budgets right. Even the scouting budget is broken. But yeah, Mark, look, Tampa has 56 wins this season. I don't know how good Tampa is though. I don't know who's on their team and whatnot. They still have Kucherov. Ooh, wrong one. Ooh. Stamkos and Kucherov. Not surprising. They still have Gord. How many President's Trophies? Again, they won the 2 cups back to back, the first 2 sims. Um, Sorry. They won it the first sim. They haven't won it since. They might have won it this year though. And no, I haven't won a Stanley Cup yet with Detroit. Detroit, honestly, like I've done a lot of franchise modes just to test to see how long it takes me to win a cup for certain teams. And Detroit is hands down one of the hardest teams. Yeah, Florida did win a cup. I lost to Florida the year they won the cup. I think I lost in round 2 or whatever, or the conference finals. But hands down, Detroit's the hardest team for me to build. Like, I've had no issues with Ottawa. Obviously, Tampa's easy if you just play your cards right. But I try to make it difficult by, like, implementing no trade clauses and forcing it onto myself that I cannot trade those guys. So Detroit's definitely one of the hardest teams to build, though, if I'm being honest. Yeah. Hedman won in Norris. I think did Vasilevsky? I think Vasilevsky won the Vezina. Yeah, the first season he won the Vezina. So really, the entire Tampa Bay Lightning went off the first year. Because the very first year it was Stamkos the Hart, Hedman the Norris, Stamkos the Conn Smythe, Vasi the Vezina, Stamkos with the Lindsay. McDavid and Matthews shared the Maurice Richard. Oh yeah, if Tampa could actually play to the level that their players are rated, they would win Stanley Cups every single year until Kucherov, Point, and Stamkos retire. Yeah. So my technique, again, I feel like I've said that a lot, but my technique in franchise mode is just sim every month and then double check like the lines. So I know the chemistry's broken too though. Like it doesn't make any sense. So I don't really pay attention to the chemistry portion of it. But for whatever reason, even if Kaliev isn't performing at a high level, for whatever reason he makes Larkin and Lafreniere play better. Because I had Mantha on the first line and they both were playing really bad. And then I put Kaliev up with them and they were recording over 100 points a season. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or I mean, I think it's cool that they had the right idea, adding chemistry. It just doesn't make any sense. Like it would make more sense if they made it like a really really basic like idea where it was like um Lafreniere is a playmaker, playmaker sniper that should have like high chemistry. Make it like a really really basic kind of idea, but they didn't do that. It's just random. Like 2BC did a video where he tested chemistry and you would have like one really really good star player and then sign like 75 overall players and put them on the wing to get like a +5 chemistry boost, and he won the cup I think 5 years in a row. So it's very very broken and random. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm not about to try that because I want to build like a genuinely good team and see where it goes. But yeah, I know chemistry's really really stupid. Again, good idea but really stupid. Kind of like the player interviews. I think it was in like NHL 14 that they did where like you had the phone. I think that was NHL, right? Am I thinking about the right game? Where you had like a phone option, you could do like interviews and talk to like your scouts or whatever. My PK is kind of garbage. Or it was one year. I think the second season with Detroit, I think I had -3 on both, and no matter who I put in or like who I replaced, it would stay at -3. So I literally had no other options. It was just -3 across the board. Anyway, so the Lightning won the division. Alright, so last 4 games. See, okay, it relates to your coach's scheme. But let's just say your team is struggling, right? That was a really bad finish to the year. But let's just say your team's struggling and you want to get a new coach, because sometimes that does help. If you fire a coach and hire a new one, it sparks your team. Because I think I started off under 500 with Tampa and one of my other GMs, and then I changed the head coach, and I think I lost like 2 regular season games the rest of the way. I mean, regulation with like losses. So changing coaches is big, but it messes with chemistry, and that doesn't make sense either. Chemistry should be between players and not players to the coach. You know what I mean? Damn. Imagine losing to Florida again in 2 straight postseasons. I'm down. Come on, Detroit. Actually win a game in the playoffs, please. Thanks. Alright. It's going to take 2 overtime periods to beat Florida. Or lose to Florida. There it goes. I lost to Florida. Again. Even though I have a vastly better team than them. I feel like EA does it a lot. Like, they have really good ideas, and then they completely screw up, like, trying to actually make it work properly. And then because people say it's a good idea but it doesn't work, EA just gets rid of it. And instead of trying to, like, improve it, they just completely ditch the idea. Like, if they had kept Connected GM and, like, improved it rather than just completely ditching the idea, their sales would go up. Because Connected GM was a really, really good idea, and they really screwed up on it. They focus way too much attention on Hut, and Hut is literal garbage. And I know you'll disagree with me on that, but Hut is terrible. I pay $60 to get the game. Live the Life was really good. Is that the one with the phone that I was talking about? Like, it would pop up and then you had to, like, make decisions to impact your family life, how much fans liked you, and how much your coaches and teammates liked you and whatnot. Is that what I'm thinking about with that phone? That, like, see, I like Be a Pro though. It's really bad in the sense that, like, you can grow to 99 overall wicked easy, and it doesn't make any sense because you could have like 30 points in 2 games, and it'll say your production's down and you're moving you to the second line or something stupid. But I still think it's a really good game. Like, I think it's a really good mode. So the phone thing was in NHL. I was thinking of the right game. Okay. I love how we're casually talking about modes that I'm not currently playing while I'm about to get swept by the Florida Panthers. Yeah, the skill tree is really bad. It's really hard to understand too. Like, it took me a while Yeah, one, the skill tree is useless because you can grow naturally, because the natural growth that EA has is really broken. And it's also like early on for me, I didn't really understand what this like the tree did. I didn't really understand what it was boosting or how it was boosting it. So I just kind of boosted things that kind of made sense, but I had no idea what I was actually doing. I haven't played, like, I can never play Be a Pro until I have to retire. I've never been committed to one Be a Pro for that long. So I've never had to use it for regression and whatnot. Jeremy subscribed to my channel. Heck yeah. Bro, Jake Gardner just beat the Detroit Red Wings. That's how bad the Red Wings are. Alright, so I'm down 3 games to 1 against Florida. What do you think, Mark? Line changes? I need some of your brilliant ideas. So that first line's terrible. Let's take Duclair, because he's been doing well. Second line's doing decent, but not really. So I'll move Savoie down. What the bro. Khabibullin's terrible. Oh, there we go. What do you think, Mark? Or should I move Barré-Boulet on a shooting side on the first line instead of Duclair and then put someone else at center? Hmm. I don't know. Because Barré-Boulet ruins the line chemistry, Mark. I'll just keep it the way it is. Yeah. There you go. Let's just use chemistry to our advantage. Let's just go with these lines. Khabibulin ruins everything. Nah. I'm just gonna go with that and then defense. So basically everyone but the bottom pair. No. There you go. Georgiev's playing perfectly fine. I don't understand how Georgiev's stats are that good when we're down 3 games to 1, but I'll take it. His stats when we win are absolutely terrible, but when we lose, it's god tier. Alright, third period to decide whether we keep our season alive or we just get eliminated by the Florida Panthers for the second straight year. Alright, Burrows, the young defenseman. Again, ×2. Sounds like, what do you mean? Vasilevsky shows up and the rest of the team doesn't? Is that what you mean? Because that's not true. Where was Vasilevsky in the Blue Jackets comeback in Game 1? Nowhere. Where was Kucherov in Game 3? Wait. So, but okay. Nobody played well in the Blue Jacket series. That's true. That's actually not true. Eric Chernak was the best player on our team. When Vasilevsky filled in for Bishop in the playoffs before he became the starter, like the year before or 2 years before, Vasi was pretty sick. But like overall, I feel like Vasi doesn't have to stand on his head while the rest of the team does nothing. Because we have such a good team now that either Vasi shows up or he doesn't. And I actually looked into it too. Like in games where Vasilevsky, like where the Lightning lost, Vasilevsky was absolutely horrendous. And then in games where Vasilevsky, like where the Lightning won, that Vasilevsky started, he had like a 930 save percentage plus in all those. Anyways, so game 6 in Florida, round 1. Are we going to lose to Florida for the second straight year? Another 1-1 tie. And Owen Tippett's going to be the reason why I go home again. And the rebuild continues. Oh, Happy Bolin scored. Okay, I wouldn't say we had everything sorted because haven't we lost like 6 of our last 8 games or 9 games or whatever it is? I think we're like 3-6-1 in our last 10. I don't think we had everything sorted. Our power play was garbage. Our penalty kill was starting to become garbage. And Stamkos got injured. Adversity is not important. Irrelevant. Alright. Hey, we forced game 7. Kaliev. Do we? Do we know what we're doing? I never know what I'm doing. So I don't know about that statement. Game 7 to take down the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. Who do you think's scoring the first goal, Mark? Never mind. Who do you think's scoring the second goal, Mark? Never mind. Alright. Who do you think's scoring the first goal of the second period? Oh wow, good guess. Good guess for who's gonna score the first goal. Let me guess, you're gonna say Jarkstrand next. Once the stupid live chat catches up. Third is going to Florida? Damn, I see how it is. You. I hate you. You are part of EA Sports. You communicated to them and told them to make Florida score. Owen Tippett again. Owen Tippett's the reason why I'm going to blow up this entire team. Trade Larkin. Trade Lafreniere. Well, we took down the defending Stanley Cup champions. I think we face the Lightning in round 2. Hello. I'm streaming again because I have no life. Mork, Carissa says hello. Mork's the only person watching. He's my only true friend. Yeah. I'm facing Tampa. I'm facing Tampa in the second round of the playoffs, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. Yes. Mork says hi. It's because the chat's delayed. Or the stream's delayed, either one. Me too. I know. Mork says I have to lose against the Lightning. So. I love you too. For Tampa. Mark, what do you think of these lines? I want Tampa to win, so I'm giving you the worst lines imaginable. Here you go, look at this. Ready? This is for you, Mark. Is that acceptable? I know. You went to the store without gloves and I told you to wear gloves. You didn't listen. Of course, Braden Point scores against me. Traitor. The Lightning win game 1. Point had to do it. Point had to be the first one to score against me. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine because Point's allowed to do anything. Anything he wants. Wow. Mhm. Mhm. The toilet paper aisle is always going to be empty. 11 a.m. every single day, Target's empty. Shut up. You know, you're not coming over my house on my birthday, so I don't want to hear it. Yes, you can. You have a car. What? Go for it. Ow. Of course, Kucherov had to score in overtime. Honestly, what do you think, Mark? Should I just tell Gary Bettman that I'm done and let Tampa win the Stanley Cup? The last 2 seasons, the last 2 sims, I've lost to the eventual Stanley Cup champions. So, if I lose to Tampa, maybe they'll win the cup. Big brain. I'm just talking out loud. Who's Bergren? I love you too. So much. Are you and Mark gonna fight over me again? Taylor Radish scored. What? Why do you win no matter what? Hmm? Is because... Why can't you say? I get it. What do you think? Mark, am I yours or am I Carissa's? Honest question. Only honest answers. Give him some time because the stream's delayed, so I'll let you know when he responds. She Mark said there's nothing she can do that I can't, to be honest. You hear that, Mark? Apparently I'm not gay. So, maybe. I mean, I have this thing on my microphone that cancels out background music or background sounds. So I don't know. I'm trying to like lean in to the phone to see. Yes. Mark thinks I'm bi, so I love Mark. And you too. That's why it's a hard decision. It's hard. I've known Mark longer, you know? And me and Mark both want to take Braden Point's virginity. So, but what? I did have to quickly add, and you too. I did. Mark's roasting me in the chat. I don't know. Can you hear Carissa? I don't know. Give him a second. Tyler Johnson scored. He's a player on the Lightning. How dare you? You are not Tyler Johnson. No. Mm-mm. It's choppy. So he can hear you, but not clearly. Oh, Barre Boulet tied it? Let's go. Yanni Gord. Yanni Gord's about to end my season. Wow, wrong player. Frick. Okay. Well, that's the end of the season. I know, I'm crying too. Damn. I'm depressed. Oh wait, no, that's not the end of the season. I'm confused. It's 3-2. Not 4-2. I thought that was the end of the series. Do you want to fight right now? Okay. Literally go in your car and just drive here. Shirelli, I'm fine with that. Ooh, Lafreniere and Savoie. I really hope he can hear this. I know you don't. And the beatdown on Tampa Bay. Take that, Mark. I really want a face cam just so the people that have never seen my face before can see my face and be like, wow, you're really ugly. And I'll be like, yeah, I know. The one person that watches, which is Mark, and he has seen my face, but he still calls me ugly, so it's okay. You've never seen his face, so you can't call him ugly. You don't call me ugly. Mark says I'm definitely not ugly. To be fair, everyone in the season group, the season simulation that I'm doing, everyone in the group chat says my voice is sexy, and I am the cutest out of everyone. Though that is a stretch. Mark is pretty cute, but he refuses. He refuses to show them his face. I don't know what I said because I lost concentration. But Mark is a cutie pie. You are not ugly. Carissa has never seen your face. She can't say you're ugly because she's never seen your face. Only I have seen that face. Only I was blessed enough to see your face. No, you're not. See, people in the Twitter group chat have seen your face because you're in the profile picture. So, Mark's upset that he has severe baby face. So, there's that. Stop coughing. You're gonna spread the coronavirus through the phone. Thanks. Honestly, I don't even know. Oh, we won game 7. Take that, Mark. It's Detroit's year. Eat it. Did you say you're bored? Hi, bored. I'm Kyle. Haha, that was a good one. Yeah, right. What? Why are you gonna watch Netflix? That's weird. Yuck. Netflix. Mark is giving me a W because I made a dad joke. You should be proud of me. I've accomplished so much in my life. I've won so many Stanley Cups on NHL 20. It's ridiculous. If you're not proud of me, I don't know what else to prove. Thank you, Mark, for the unwavering support. A. C. Okay. Do you want me to mute myself? Okay. Hell yeah. The Red Wings take game 1. A. Damn. Almost a comeback. Bless you. Oop. Uh, I will try to beat Philly. We'll see. Ooh, draft class time. I've uncovered literally the entire first round. So honestly, I feel very accomplished. Sort by potential. There's a lot of elite prospects. That is a whole roster of elite prospects, not gonna lie. That's why, like you were talking about, it's so broken. The entire draft is broken because you could go into like look at this guy. He's ranked 227th and he possibly has elite potential. Like that's ridiculous. And we haven't even gotten to the top 6 players yet, or the top 4 players, or the starting potential goalies, or the potential starter goalies. Whatever. I can't speak English. You understand what I'm talking about though. Like look at this is all top 6 potential guys. Starting potential goalies are useless, but they're decent trade chip. If you want to make like a major trade and you're like short on value slightly, you can throw a change up in there and put like the starter potential goalie because they likely won't grow, but they still have some decent value to them. Like this guy has 20 points in 50 games and he's the top ranked prospect. There aren't any major standouts. Like Savoie had a 120 point season, but there's nowhere near that level in this draft class. Sad. Alright, game 3. On the road to winning a Stanley Cup with Detroit. Damn. Mantha and Duclair. Aronson? Oh well, whatever. His name isn't Aaron, so that was a bad joke. Comeback against Philly. Okay, so we're up, what is it, 2-1 in the series? Yeah, up 2-1. You done messed up, Aaron. Alright, game 4 in Detroit. 2-0 to start the first. Larkin and Kaliev. 6-1. Philly's just getting shit on. Burrows, Mantha, Larkin, Frederic. Trent Frederic. 7-2. That was a statement. 7-2 win. We're up 3-1 in the series. Heart Elite. Nope. Psych. That's the wrong number. Ferlin. Zadina 2-0. And a 3-0 shutout. And for the first time as general manager of the Detroit Red Wings, I am headed to the Stanley Cup final. What a moment. What a moment. I am so thrilled. You have no idea. We're facing Dallas. Let's see. First of all, who's standing out? Yeah, fuck Philly. Poverty franchise. Huh? Love you too. Oh, okay. That was really random. Look at Barty Boulay. 12 points. Tampa Bay represent. Goalies. Gorgiev, a 933 and a 210. Damn. Alright, game 1 against Dallas. Ah, fuck. I'll look at his playoff stats in a minute. Well, 1-1. And we got shit on by Dallas. Oh, well, Killorn's not on Tampa. I think he's on Washington. I think I traded for him and then flipped him. Nope. I gave them Ernie. Because I had Ernie and I flipped them. My idea was I wanted to help Tampa to retain Chiarelli, Sergachev, and Chernak, and I think it worked. Yeah, Sergachev, they don't have Chernak, but they were able to keep Sergachev and Chiarelli. They really wanted Adam Ernie, man. I don't know. We're on Killorn Hunt. Oh, Chernak is on Vancouver. That's sad. Rip Eric Chernak's career. See, I feel like same thing with Slater Cuckoo. I feel like yes, I agree with that statement. Oh, but I feel like with Ernie and Slater Cuckoo, they were both so underutilized, and it not because they were bad, it was just because of who was in front of them. Plus, Ernie didn't really have like a role. He was kind of like a grinder, but he was soft. And like, I don't know, he was never really a fit. He didn't have a style. Pastrnak's on Minnesota? Sure. Where is Killorn? Now I really want to find Killorn. Verhage is on Edmonton? Yikes. Rip his career. Colorado? No. Chicago? Carolina? Boston. Boston has Blake Coleman. Not cool. Anaheim has Austin Matthews? What? Now that's sad. Yeah, I don't know. Killorn's not on any of the playoff teams. And I really don't feel like going through and finding him on any other team. Sorry, Mark. Two nothing. Larkin and Lafreniere. Hanifin Duclair 4-0. 7-1. Good bounce back win by the boys. Georgiev's still playing really well. So that's cool. Very epic. 1-1 series. 1-0 in game 3. 2-1 Dallas. Not good. And we lost. Okay. Down 2-1 in game 4 in Dallas. 1-0 Gurianov. 2-2. Going to overtime. Are you watching The Office? Why are you laughing then? Nothing can be that funny. Except for me. Series tied at 2. One nothing Dallas. 3-1 Detroit. Kaliev, Mantha, Duclair. Are you kidding me? Mika Zibanejad just took all my hopes and dreams. and ripped it in half. Damn. Lafreniere and Burrows. Larkin Lundell. Hannafin with a goal. 5-2. We're beating them in shots by a considerable amount. Appleton scores. Too little, too late. Series is tied at 3. Stanley Cup Final, Game 7, boys. Well, Mark's the only one watching. He is my only friend. Alright, Game 7 against Dallas. In Detroit. Who do you want scoring the first goal of this one, Mark? ABB? I figured that'd be your answer. You are wrong. It was Zadina. Will ABB score for you, at least? Game 7, man. Stanley Cup Finals. This is for the first time in my tenure as Detroit GM, and Sagan scores. Damn it. Zadina is a fraud. I'm not going to trade him, though. I'm going to trade Mantha in the draft, if I get to that point. I don't know. I'm kind of tired and have articles to write that can't write themselves. So. Okay, boys. GG. It's been a good year. What do you think, Mark? Should I play Game 7? Should I hack? Should I cheat? How do they have such bad goaltending? Alright. Damn. We're gonna watch the full 5 minutes remaining of this game. So sit back, relax, and let's watch some hockey. I'm gonna be heartbroken. Holy shit, that's loud.
Puck is dropped and play resumes.
Hannafin.
Along the half wall with the puck.
Cabby,
Unleashes a cannon. Way too
hold
much
up.
congestion blocks that.
Hold up. Mark, for you, because you're the only one watching the stream, I'm going to commentate, and then you can critique me on my commentating skills. Be as honest as you want, because if you hate it, I will not do it for the season sim playoffs. So this is a test only for your ears, since you're my only true friend and also my husband. I was hoping Carissa would respond to that, but she's too focused on her Netflix. Alright. To the point, Hanifin, bodied. Burrows picks it up at the red line, looks to dump it in, but it's intercepted by Guryanov. Guryanov carries it in along the boards, finds Zibanejad in the middle, whose shot is turned aside by Georgiev. Gusev battling for it in the corner. Knocked loose and Burrows has it. Lafreniere finds Habibulin up ice. Habibulin turns and finds Barry Boulay. Across, is broken up and sent back out of the zone. Recovering is Hanifin. Skates it all the way back. Up ice now, Habibulin. Walks the blue line, his pass is intercepted. Gusev in, 2-on-0. Scores! And it's 5-2 Dallas with 4:05 to go. In the third period of Game 7, Stanley Cup Finals. His 5th of the postseason comes on a poor pass from Habibulin, Nikita Kucherov-esque, and Dallas is all but guaranteed a Stanley Cup victory here. Dub. Mark says I'm good at commentating. Jamie Benn looks up ice. It's intercepted by Lafreniere, who cuts up. Through the dot, his shot turned aside by Bishop. Picked up now by Miro Heiskanen with just under 4 minutes to go. To the hash marks now. Cuts back. Play down low to Ben, who backhands one. Stopped by Georgiev, who has trouble with it. Puck still loose, and eventually knocked to the corner. Now it's Moritz Seider, up ice. Finds Larkin through the middle, who dishes it across now to Lafreniere. To the hash marks, back to the point where Seider's shot is blocked by Jamie Benn, and they'll have to reset. Seider settles it down. Around Benn and up ice to Lafreniere. And his pass is intercepted by Sprong, who sends it to the boards to Jamie Benn, who spins past the Red Wings defender, cuts back, finds Hines at the top of the slot to Klingberg, now down low to Benn, to Hines again, whose shot is blocked. Sprong a chance, and it's deflected wide. Bean in the corner battling for it. Kicks it out to Larkin, who sends it up ice to Zadina. Zadina up ice, and it's intercepted. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I will do it for the season sim. For you, Mark. Klingberg down low, it's broken up. Seider has it, now to Zadina, up ice to Larkin. Plays it back to Zadina as he's hit. And now to Bean. Bean's pass is intercepted by Hines and now picked up. Toe drag doesn't work, and now it's Bean again in the corner, and now cutting up ice. Plays to the middle to Zadina, 2.5 minutes left here in the third. Toe drag in the dot, and he's nailed. And Klingberg will pick up the loose puck, and he'll take it himself. To Lofton. Lofton to Klingberg, who's decked. Zadina picks up the loose puck, plays it back into no one. Lofton gets the loose puck, plays it behind the net, picked up by Hines. Hines around behind Georgiev, plays it to the point Klingberg, down low to Hines. Hines in the middle, Lofton shot blocked by Trent Frederic, will play up the boards to Zadina. Zadina's pass is intercepted by Hines, and he'll cut back into the offensive zone for the Stars. The Stars controlling the game in their final minutes, and then sent in deep by Klingberg, settled down behind the net, and picked up by Asa Lindell. Lindell up ice to Mantha, gains the red line, to the top of the circle, waits. Still waiting. Mantha trades with Frederic, whose shot scores! He's able to beat Ben Bishop short side, I believe. And Detroit gets it back within 2. Was that short side? I don't even know. That's not even Ben Bishop. Oops. Oh, he goes 5-hole on Hutchinson. Five-hole. Mikhail Hutchinson, not Ben Bishop. Okay. Nikita Gusev picks it up, sends it across the Zibanejad. Shot is turned aside by Georgiev, makes a couple saves, and then forced to freeze. With 1:41 left in the third period, it's 5-3 Dallas in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals. The Stanley Cup has officially been taken out of its case, and it seems to be the Dallas Stars trophy to lose at this point. At the draw, Zibanejad will win it back. Timmins to Gusev. Zibanejad's shot goes wide of the net, picked up by Lindell with 1:35 to go in the third. Lindell knocks him off the puck. Duclair picks it up, finds Lindell. Lindell up ice. Here comes Larkin. Dylan Larkin slows down. Finds Duclair in the middle. Duclair's shot goes wide of the net. had a chance to get it back within 1 with time remaining, but he fails to do so. Now Zibanejad cuts up ice. Somehow not offsides, waits, still waiting, finds Timmins to Guryanov, to Zibanejad, plays it around behind, it's intercepted by Dursey, who plays it up to Duclair at the top of the circle, and he breaks it up. Across now to Lafreniere as Georgiev's heading to the bench. Larkin to Lafreniere and a big save by Hutchinson, and he'll freeze with 1:02 left. Empty net for Detroit. They're down by 2. Yeah, I muted myself because I'm commentating and I don't want to bug you, so.
1 minute left
Yeah.
in the third period.
Jamie Benn with the empty net in front of him finds Seguin. His shot's blocked, and now Khabibulin will restart with 50 seconds left. Can the Red Wings pull off a miracle here? Khabibulin cutting in, shot save, rebound, Larkin scores! Lafreniere buries it with 44.4 seconds left in the third period. We have a game here. Burrows blocked Seguin's shot towards the empty net. Khabibulin brought it in. Off the rebound, Lafreniere spins and rips it into the back of the net past Hutchinson. And it is a 1-goal game here in Game 7 of the 2025 Stanley Cup Finals. Alexis Lafreniere looking to swing the momentum into his team's favor. Face-off won by Dallas. So Georgiev's going to have to stay in net for a little bit longer. Marino down low, fought off by Burrows. Burrows finds Hanifin, up ice, here comes Khabibulin with 33.3 seconds left. His pass is broken up, Barré-Boulet to the corner, comes out front, scores! Are you kidding me? And the Detroit Red Wings have evened the score. Michael Ferland, I don't even know. Alex Barré-Boulet finds Ferland in the slot, and he buries it past Hutchinson, and the game is tied. In Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, it was a 5-2 game, I believe, at one point. It is now 5-5. What a comeback from Detroit so far. Let's see if they can keep it going here. Top of the circle, plays it. Shot is saved by Georgiev with just under 20 seconds left. This game was in Dallas's lap, and they have let it slip away and could risk having to go to overtime for the cup. As Hanifin finds Burrows, now to Zadina. Zadina, one last rush it seems for Detroit. Down low, Mantha finds Savoie, shot is blocked. Stepping up, Burrows can't get it. Lemieux, last second opportunity for the Stars, saved by Georgiev, and we are going to overtime here in Game 7 of the 2025 Stanley Cup Finals. The Detroit Red Wings, with under a minute left, came all the way back and tied this game up. Gusev with a goal that I thought would put this game completely out of reach. But Alex Barré-Boulet's playmaking skills to set up Michael Ferland in the slot allows Detroit to keep it going, looking for their first cup in a very, very long time, in the first in Steve Yzerman's tenure as general manager. Larkin and Seguin to start with a face-off here in overtime. And it's won by Larkin back to Bean. Bean finds Duclair looking back, it was broken up. Seider settles it and finds his D partner Bean up ice. Bean to the bottom of the circle, cuts back. Still carrying it, plays it to Seider. Seider to Larkin. Larkin can't get a puck through, here comes Sprong. Daniel Sprong up ice for Dallas, and he'll backhand flip it in. And Bean settles it behind Georgiev. Bean carrying it up ice, a shot turned aside by Hutchinson. Now Ben, across, it's intercepted by Bean. Okay. Larkin shot turned aside by Hutchinson. Now Duclair out front, and it's stopped by Hutchinson. A chance for Larkin, goes just wide. Jamie Benn. Pass is intercepted by Larkin. Lafreniere now to Seider. Seider will chip it out as Cholowski settles it down. Sater bodies him. Puck is loose. Bean chips it up ice. Here comes Anthony Mantha. Mantha. Oh, what a save by Hutchinson. Cholowski. Oh, that was on the goal line. Hutchinson saving the game by the skin of his teeth. Picked up Hanifin in the corner. Guryanov got there, but Hanifin fights it back to get it. Through the middle now, Savoie to Mantha. Mantha across to Zadina, and Zadina is bodied by Cholowski. And will be dumped back in. Detroit will reset as Burrows has it to Hanifin, now Zadina. Zadina carries it in, cuts wide, through the circle, into the corner, out front, Hanifin. Oh, his shot goes just wide of the net. Robertson picks it up. He finds Gusev across the ice, and Gusev will send it in, and Detroit will have to restart. Hanifin finds Savoie, chips it ahead to Zadina. Zadina gets it into the offensive zone, plays it across to Mantha, stops, fires, and a big save by Hutchinson. Cholowski mishandles it. Zadina with a chance, and Hutchinson holds it off. That's the second time that the puck has been inches away from crossing the goal line. And Hutchinson able to keep it off. Unbelievable saves by Hutchinson. Face off one back, Lindell to the top of the circle, spins back. Dursey to Habibulin. Habibulin into the corner. Furland has it. Cuts to the point, finds Lindell, who cuts in deep. Finds Bari Boulay, a shot turned aside by Hutchinson. Now it's Marino. Oh my god. Around behind the net, out front, intercepted by Furland. Up ice, here comes Detroit. Cuts back, out front, Bari Boulay, and a big save by Hutchinson. Michael Hutchinson is putting the Stars on his back right now. This is unbelievable. Face off won by Dallas. And Lemieux will cut up ice. Gains the red line and dumps it on in deep. And the Red Wings will reset. Lindell plays it up ice to Kaliev. Now to Dursey. Dursey cutting through. Toe drag. Dursey couldn't get there in time. Pass back to the point. Here's Bean to Kaliev. And another big save by Michael Hutchinson. This is unbelievable. Face off one back to Bean. Bean finds Sater. Sater. Bean now to Frederic, who plays it behind the net. Picked up by Klingberg. His up ice pass is picked up by Lemieux. Lemieux gains the red line. Dumps it in deep to the corner. Chasing it now, it's Moritz Sater picking it up behind Gorgiev. Now to Kaliev. Kaliev finds Trent Frederic. Frederic cutting through the neutral zone. Cuts wide, finds Kaliev. Kaliev to the corner. His pass out front's broken up. And Heiskanen has it. Heiskanen now to Ben. Ben cuts towards the middle, then cuts back wide. Through the circle. Down low. Out front, Tyler Seguin scores. And the Dallas Stars hang on to win Game 7 of the 2025 Stanley Cup Finals. Tyler Seguin ends it. And the Dallas Stars are your Stanley Cup champions. Michael Hutchinson putting on a show in overtime. Unreal. Unreal. Alright boys, Steve Eisman is gonna kill himself now. That's heartbreaking. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Damn. Tyler Seguin is your Conn Smythe winner. Goddamn. I am so heartbroken. So heartbroken. Wow, the Detroit crowd is on their feet for Michael Hutchinson. Bro. I'm heartbroken. I don't know what else to say. I'm just genuinely heartbroken. So, yeah. I have no energy to to do like any more. Well, one, I have articles to write, obviously, um, and some schoolwork to do. But like after that loss, man, bruh. All right, I guess that's true. Yeah. Um, 3 straight postseasons, dude. All right, I'm gonna end it. I love you, Mark. Thanks for the support.